this case,
wow.
a first look, expiring price. 2 expiring prices in the show. This is one of them. For $15.74, you get this Essentials Pima cotton button front shirt. It has a length of 25¼ inches to 31½ inches.
The most major thing in the whole
And then
world.
those pockets.
The 2 little breast,
front.
again, breast pockets that are so in the exact right place when you get them home. You know, you'll see.
And that Pima,
but it's that
so
Pima
soft.
that just drapes that you won't even notice the pockets. I mean, it's the drapery of the fabric, the softness of the fabric, the way it just slips under everything. You know, it slips over every, like this goes over every, you can wear this as a little jacket.
Yep,
oh,
jacket.
yes. Are you
okay, so
kidding me?
this color is called Elm Green.
Gorgeous. I love it.
We have it in black. I think that's a definite
that's
$650
a must.
there. That's it. And this is your first look.
I mean, come on. Really?
Bright white.
That's
$400.
also what?
I know.
How did that happen? Did I don't
well,
know.
sometimes they're on QVC.com.
Yeah.
This is the first time we're seeing a presentation when we say first look. So there are people daily, probably thousands of you,
that look for
that
Pima
just
cotton.
type in Pima what's new and then they grab it.
Yes.
And then here is the bright ruby. $450 only in the bright ruby. So bright ruby. The white.
The white,
is,
darling,
if you
get
can do it
too
in your
white
size.
because one is always in the wash. And if you're that person who just likes a fresh white blouse underneath everything and you can't,
well,
you just want to be a little bit more comfortable than a white woven. And just the fabric, darling, the silkiness of that Pima and also the beefiness. Like you will not, the Pima cotton is so beefy and people love that. But there is something, I mean, have you touched this?
Oh, yeah.
Like this, I mean, it's even like the vintage or something. Like this is a really good vintage of Pima, you know? I'm serious, and it has an enormous amount of stretch and recovery, so, I mean, that's never gonna come across as a wrinkle, like it doesn't hold on to wrinkles as much, and just the shaping of it and everything, but let me review the idea of what we're talking about when we're talking about Pima, because I said it earlier, like, if you look up Pima cotton in the dictionary, right, in the fabric dictionary, it's defined as a luxury fiber, you know, and that just means you can't get it everywhere, and if you do find it, it's usually really, really expensive, right? And you will pay for it because it lasts longer, it feels amazing on your skin, it looks very lustrous and very, very rich, right? So all of those are reasons to get it, but then when you get it home, you go, oh, wait a second, this is as easy as any of the fabrics that I wear, you know, but it just feels so much more gorgeous. And then you have, like, these details, like, it's a shirt collar. That's a full shirt collar with the banana, right, with the little buttonhole in the top button.
All the buttons are dyed to match perfectly,
the beautiful placket, the beautiful kind of, you know, man-tailored, like, pockets on the front. This amazing, I love this little detail. It's just a tiny little button cuff that you you definitely don't need to open and close that to get it on and off. That's for sure. I mean, that stretches enough, you'll get that on.
But you could do a little French cuff.
You could, that's what I'm saying. And I just feel like, yeah, go on, what were you gonna say, darling?
Well, I mean, especially with the white, I always love the look of a white button down. I have some of your poplin white button downs because well, just on their own with denim, is just so chic. It will never, ever, ever go out of style. When you don't know where to go, that's what you put on, especially under a blazer or under a jacket like this. But they're uncomfortable. They're stiff.
And by the way,
they don't move.
No.
This is Pima.
And look at, can I ask you to just take the jacket off for just 1 second and show us? Because there's something so beautiful about the fit of this baby.
Ooh, look at
like
that
it's so, it has that A shape. So you're getting a little bit of a depression like right after the waist. So it gives you that little bit of a shape, but then it is complete, it releases completely. So it's not gonna touch and you're not gonna have to be, you notice I'm sitting here today adjusting my top.
Yeah.
Because all I see is the top of my tummy and I have to keep covering my tummy. That's not going to be so in this. It's just going to fall perfectly. And then the freshness of that cuff, the cuff is very, very adorable. You know, like she's done that little French cuff. And I love that. Or, you know, if you're Jackie, you're just wearing the cuff down to the knuckle, which I just think is chic, you know.
This is beautiful,
in the black. Get it in the black because, get it in the black, get it in the white, get it in your favorite color because when you get when you get the shirt, you're not going to want to have it. Right. You're going to want to have it in all your favorite kind of, you know, incantations. Something. In all the different somethings.
I know what
you know what I'm saying. Okay. Well, we'll get it. It'll come to us.
It does start with in something.
It does.
Iterations.
Iterations. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
That's a big word around
wow,
here.
I know. It is for me. Are you kidding me? It's a big word.
Okay, so look at this entire
That's incredible.
look. Is absolutely so gorgeous. And guess what? Her secret is she's so comfortable.
Yes.
I mean, it's like, but it looks so put together. It's like you can't look that put together and be comfortable. You're not allowed.
Yes.
But yes, we are, because we're in Pima. First look, expiring price will go up to $68 right now. $15.75 is a charge on a credit card. It's on its way to you. Jackie's 5'9", she's in the large. The length is 25¼ inches to 31½ inches.
You know, it's just long enough. Yeah, it's just long enough. It has that little smile hem. It's just long enough. It's not, you know, like a long sort of thing. It's long enough to cover everything you need to cover. It's a little longer in the back, in case you didn't notice. It has that little bit of length, which I always think a woman really adores to have.
And then that little slit there, so you can fit your hands in your
pockets.
Let
me see one thing on
Brenda.
Can I come in? Yes. I'm just coming in for a minute. I'm just gonna I'm touching your hair. Is that okay?
It's fine.
All right, fine. I'm just going to say, I have to say now. But I also this is very me in a shirt to do this, you know?
Ooh, yes,
Button it all the way up and just going to do
Stafford.
that. Like, that's so great. And then, like, that under every jean jacket or every single thing. And, you know, I do it with wovens, and I wish I had it in a knit. And so I started making them for myself in Pima cotton. And that's what
started this whole thing.
Precipitated this whole thing,
Well,
you know?
thank you.
I'm not kidding. Like, 6 or 7 years ago, I actually made one, and I called my staff and I was like, hey, guess what we've never made? And that was the beginning of the Pima cotton button-through shirt that has replaced just a woven shirt for a lot of women across the country.
I mean, it's probably will never happen. You'll never buy another one again.
That's what I'm saying.
Once you experience like this. Because do you want to pop a collar? It doesn't have to be uncomfortable and stiff to be able to do that. There's the backing there that keeps it up.
The banana. It's called the banana.
The banana. Oh, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
This inverted pleat, by the way,
I love that.
goes all the way up. So and then when you
great.
turn around, it has this gorgeous drape to it. So you look great coming, you look great going. This under this cardigan too.
Oh yeah.
That we started. I mean, I don't know if.
But if you know what, I love it. I do love that together. I have to say, I also love this as a kind of a little shacket. I love this over.
Right.
You know, like even that little sleeveless thing we showed earlier, or even over the thing you have on.
Yep.
Like this, it has enough of a beefiness to it. The Pima cotton, it's not a sweater, but it does have that beefiness. And I would love to call on the animation one more time about the Pima cotton, because I feel like that's a really important part of the
Well, listen, you have
presentation.
to try Pima if you never have, because you're going to see the difference. 800 orders have already been placed. First look, you're the first to see a presentation of this. Price goes up at the end of the day, and this is based on another silhouette that has been beloved. It's just updated a little bit with those pockets in the front.
And this wonderful detail.
And look at those buttons dyed to match
Gorgeous.
so perfectly.
Like mother of pearl-esque dyed to match. Gorgeous. Yeah.
I mean, those are those details that you see when you get it home in person and give you a price of like so much more than this would be.
And when you touch this, and when you get this on your body, you are just going to want more Pima, you know? And let me start by saying, like, I'm going to call on the animation. It is a real luxury fabric, okay? If you look it up in a dictionary, it is defined as a luxury fabric. And here's why. Because the fiber itself, you'll see it on the top of your screen, it has a long staple. The way they grow silk with a long staple, they've discovered how to make a long staple cotton. They did that in like the 1920s. And you know, they've been perfecting it ever since. It has a long staple, which means that what they pull off the plant is long in nature, so that when they spin the yarn, it just has this incredible, the yarn itself is so silky. Then when they knit it into the jersey, it just has the principles, like the drape of it is just unbelievable. And
there's nothing like it.
Also the luster of it. You know, it's not shiny. It's just like, how do you put that? It's expensive looking. That's the best.
It looks like money.
It looks
and then
like
you put a scarf. We have the scarf information on your screen. There's all different types of colors. So when you find a beautiful color like this, and then you want to match back to something else, the colors in the scarf always pull it together. That's what I love about Isaac's scarves, which is why I'm always wearing one. Over 1,000 orders have been placed. First look. And the expiring price goes up at the end of the month. But let's make sure you get your size and color, because this is the only order of the year. Bright ruby. We have 350 remaining. That's across sizes extra, extra small through 5X. And look, 5X is already gone. We have it in the white.
That is,
remain.
No, is that?
I know, that's it for the rest of the year.
That's a little crazy to me, but.
Then we have the green, which is called elm green. We have
love
500.
that green.
Look at the
That
bright
is
white.
so
Gone,
pretty.
gone.
I mean, that's pretty.
And then the black.
Yeah, I
we
love
have
that.
400 remaining.
Come
This is the
on.
first presentation of the year. And do you know how long it takes to get back, especially with Pima? Because
especially in a piece like this.
I mean, first of all, when we do a reorder, it takes about a year to get back.
That's right.
Apparel. Then when you factor in Pima, you talked about how rare it is.
It is.
It's only like, what, 1% of the cotton in the whole world, and it's only grown in the Southwest of the United States.
That's true.
So it's not something
true.
that we can just like, we have an unlimited supply.
And now look at Jackie. In the black, it almost gives me like black matte jersey, like evening jersey. And if she had on like, I mean, I do love these fantastic pants, but if she had the same pants on, those are kind of like a Ponte jersey that we do. That's incredible. But if those were just black and her shoe is like a little bit dressier, she could literally be going to like some red carpet. Like, I'm not kidding, some gala, you know, with a load of jewelry, and maybe someone put her hair up and she, you know, beat her face out a little bit. Seriously, like you could do that and go to a full on. I'm not kidding. It could be so dressy, you know. I'm not kidding, girl.
And
I'm not
it's
kidding.
just so. It also has kind of a drop shoulder too.
Yep.
Similar to the cardigan that I'm wearing.
And it's a nice A shape. It doesn't. It's not a huge box shape. It has a little bit of a kind of a fit across the bust and a little bit of a waist, just a little, that you don't even notice it. Do you see what it's doing on, you can see it in the white on Brenda. It really just kind of does that wonderful thing, and then it just goes, it's not a big old, you know, trapeze
The white just sold out.
It did.
Brenda, we have to say goodbye to you.
I'm sad about that. Oh well.
I'm upset about that too.
This is our first presentation, so consider that. Consider like how this is so useful in your closet, like whether it's fall, winter, I don't care what, but it is, we're presenting it as a fall layering thing, right?
Yeah, but really, I mean, year round. The Pima cotton is so breathable. It's 100% cotton, so many of you ask us for that. You just machine wash, tumble dry. This is the bright ruby. Here we have elm green.
I love that green. That is
pitch
so
black.
pretty,
The
that
white
green.
sold out. $350 in the pitch black. Do not let that one sell out under
How do you not get the black in this? Especially looking at Jackie, what she looks like. I mean,
Isaac,
get it
thank you
black.
so much.
How could it be 1 hour today?
I know. Well,
I love you.
You have a big day coming up on Monday.
Wait a minute. Are you here for the next hour, or is?
Yes, I have one more hour.
Okay.
I will see you on Monday at 10. It's a big, big day. You know what that means. Have a great weekend.
Looking
Get some
forward.
sleep.
All right.
Can't wait. All right, Denim & Company coming at you next. I'll see you then.